What are you rioting for? What are you rioting for? Why do you riot? Why do you what's with the riot emote, Ba? You got to do your instantaneous hydrate redemption. What's there to riot for? Why to rioting? You wanted to check if the emote worked, right? Right. Mm-hmm. Sure. Hi, Sigra. Hi, Noki. Hi, Conan. Hi, Ba. Hi, Charming Jellyfish. Am I missing anybody? Don't think I am. Why riot? Because why not riot? I don't know. Baby Moko is closer to a rival. Oh.
Beckham shake, Beckham shake, Beckham shake, Beckham shake, Beckham shake, Beckham shake.
Thank you. Thank you, Ba. Any primers in chat? That is exciting news. Maybe I should finally pack up their box with an actual shipping label on it and send it to them. You know. That's why you had to check if the emote worked. Thank you, Ba. Thank you for using your Prime. I have to go get water, and we're still in ads anyways. So, yeah, because I don't come down here prepared. What's up, Kmart? Thank you for the lurk, Ba. How you doing, Cam Apart? I hope you're doing well. All right, I actually also am kind of feeling like I have a tiny bit of a headache. So while we still have some ads playing, I'm gonna go upstairs and get water.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yep.
Ayo.
Axe body spray bird call count for this stream is already up to 1.
We all got a chicken duck woman thing waiting for us. Every day I worry all day about what's waiting in the bushes of love. Something's waiting in the bushes for us. Something's waiting in the bushes of love.
The undisputed rivalry pattern queen of Twitch, Burning Emerald.
All right. Okay, I drank something. I drank some limoncello LaCroix. Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag hit me up. LaCroix. I hope everybody's doing well today. Oh, hi. I have so much stuff to do. It's not even funny. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you guys are all doing well. Now I need to find I had a page and it had a thing. Thank you everybody for hanging out yesterday while we collabed with my awesome friend Pickstitch. If you guys missed that stream, the VOD is up. We finished our Hey, listen, Emerald, you know what? I'm really hey, that's a good thing. It's a positive. I know you've been through a lot the last couple of years, my friend. I'm really glad that you're doing that. I love you. I hope that, sometimes I understand. I know how it goes. Sometimes after therapy, you're like, do I even feel better? But you will. I love you. You're doing it. You're doing the thing. I got some adulting done this morning that I've been putting off. And I put these things off and then I lay awake at night going, oh my God, I forgot to do the thing again. Trust me, and then today is kind of I'm not going to necessarily get into I'm not going to get into why, but today is kind of a tough day for me for personal reasons, and it is what it is, and we're here and I want to have a good time with you guys because that's what I do. And I love you, and so if I seem a little bit subdued, that could be it. I also, laid awake, like I said, until like 1:30 in the morning, even though I was exhausted because I have trouble sleeping, and it was hard to get everybody to bed because we were all on vacation mode for so long. They did get in bed at a reasonable hour. It was just kind of a struggle, and they're just kids, and that's how kids are. And I had a great time yesterday though with Pix. I love you, Pix. Thank you for helping me, and you guys, I had to rip myself away down here. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna have a percentage finished every day and all that junk. I just can't. But I did get this much done. I was sitting down here and Ramona was hanging all over me, and then she magically disappears every time I end stream. She's hanging all over me. Not every time, but when she's hanging on me at the end of stream, as soon as I end and I quiet down here, she ditches me. And so for a little while, I was able to sit here and work on this for just a minute. And I have no idea what percentage this would be, but this will end up being, if you guys weren't here yesterday, 14,150 stitches. It's fine. And it's really cool. And Pix helped me design it. Pix designed it for me. You designed it for me. You get all the credit for the design. And I'm so thrilled. And I had such a good time talking with you yesterday. And we touched on some really important topics for people who broadcast and for our creative space and for trying to make space for each other and share and uplift one another while respecting each other's boundaries and having fun and having a good time, because it's totally possible. And Pix is a dear friend, and I'm very fortunate to be able to say that. So thank you again for devoting time to this project. And I saw that Starlight thanked you on Twitter, and they are just so awesome. They really do make an effort to reach out to their creators that spend time fundraising for them and make us feel appreciated. which is like, you know, we do it for the kids, but it doesn't hurt that they really take time to like leave personal comments. 10 out of 10 would do it again. Aw. That's my trying so hard to accept somebody's compliment sound. Karen, I hopped into your channel to lurk you yesterday after we raided out, and I love you, and I'm sorry that I completely missed your stream 100%, because I love you so much, and I treasure being able to hang out in your channel, but I know, and trust me, I know that's not, you know, there's no hard feelings there, but believe me when I say I love hanging out with you, and you're amazing. What did you do on stream yesterday, Karen? Were you working on stuff for people's campaigns? Which, again, you know, people like Pix, people like Karen, saying to themselves, hey, I'm awful busy right now. I have other things on my plate. I don't know if I could run my own campaign, but I would sure love, I would absolutely heckin' love to help my friends, and I'll volunteer a finished item, or I'll help them design a huge cross-stitch piece. I know. So yeah, I read it out, and I was like hanging out with Kim, which was Pix's read choice, and I love you so much for picking a fellow guild member and a fellow Moco Loco, and I was like, you know, well, I mean, wouldn't matter to me who you picked, but you know, we're really, I think Kim is on this yes, and I know how much you love her too. She's on this precipice. She's like right there. She's where I was, like, I don't know, maybe about like a year to a year and a half ago, kind of. No two people's journeys are exactly the same, but I feel like she's on that cusp of like, you know, she's so amazing. I love you, Pix. Thank you. It really means so much. And, you know, this is also why, like, this is also how different groups can help each other, uplift each other, make sure that each other's voices are heard and that we're seen and we're appreciated. But like, certainly choose the company on the basis of getting along with somebody, liking what they do, enjoying spending time in their channels, all that stuff, and you will still have tons of choices for people to support who have been, oh my god, Ella.
Look, it's a year upload.
But that's a tier 3. So that's like 69 years, right? Isn't it? Wait, let's do the math. I love you so much. Thank you so much, Ella. Thank you, Ella, for your tier 3 resub. Subscribing at tier hecking 3. And 24 months is exactly Charming Jellyfish. Exactly. 24 months is almost a year. I love you too. I'm excited for tomorrow. We're gonna try and use this VDO Ninja, and hopefully we'll get it working. Do you have time? I just now realized the time difference. You're not gonna be able to do a tech check with me this evening. This is where my planning skills are showing themselves, or lack thereof. We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll do it before stream, if that works for you. Like, we can do it like about an hour before stream. Or half an hour, it's fine. Maybe we go live a tiny bit later than we originally planned. It's not hard to set up. Pix showed me. It's super easy to set up. We'll get it figured out. I am nervous, I'm not gonna lie. And I need to do some stuff down here and move some things around so I can hook up my my e-spinner. Yeah, I'm Ella, there's so much happening. And I love you, and I'm super excited, and we're just gonna dive in, right? I already have the scene kind of set up from doing, you know, stuff with Pix where it'll be easy enough for me to divide the screen up between the two of us. And so basically, I'm going to give your overhead cam or whatever project cam half of the total screen, and then also your face cam, but then I'll have this, the other half. So no, I know it's okay. It's just, it's like, okay, look what I'm working on right now, right? Okay, so like Hubs goes, hey, I had two people like fighting in a friendly way over your rainbow dice bag that you made when you were at the shop last time and left in the case. Two people saw it and they both wanted it. And the guy decided to be nice and let the woman have it. A guy who was there playing D&D and a woman who was there playing D&D. They both wanted it. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to let her have this one. And then can you ask your wife if she can make another one? My husband's like, I need more dice bags. I'm like, okay. Ella 6535 or Riot? Bah, I'm the one learning to spin. Are you going to be live, Ella? I can't remember. Yes, please follow Ella, you guys. Okay, please follow Ella. Please support our friend Ella, who had to make a really difficult decision earlier in the year and decided to, because, you were doing the right thing. Oh no, I made a mistake. Look, I only did one side of this scale. Wow, I haven't done that in a long time. Frogging. I need to make a mic cover today. I need to make this. I need to do the star for Coco. Yep. It happens. It happens. It's okay. This is actually not that far back, honestly. Not that bad. These are easy to make. I should write up my design for these. I just haven't had time. And I need to do the rest of the question mark block for Pix. If you guys aren't following Pix on Ribbler, if you don't know what Ribbler is, get with the times. Please follow Pix on Ribbler. Please check out his patterns there. Like, follow his Ribbler and favorite his patterns. He does not charge for these patterns. They do not cost a thing. So what you can do to help him is no. Do I have to give you the Zach M. Rutledge treatment? Of course, Noki. Get supported, nerd! Feel that deep bass. Get supported, nerd! Go here, just change it to Pick Stitch. Get supported, nerd! Like this. Feel the squeak in that voice. So just understand, when people create patterns and designs and content of any kind, and they do it free of charge, right? It's not behind a paywall. You don't have to join their Patreon. You don't have to subscribe to their Twitch. You don't have to be a member of their fourth wall or whatever, right? There are simple and easy ways that you can support what they do. So you can follow all their socials. If you have the time, I'm not telling people to go out of their way in any way that's going to stress them out. But if you are looking at socials and you see they've made a post, liking it and reposting it, sharing it, etc., super helpful. Leaving a comment when they post a YouTube video, when they post a tweet, etc., whatever you're supposed to call that now. Post on X. When they post an Instagram reel and you share it to your stories, or you send it to a friend, or you copy link and paste in someone else's Discord server. Look at this cool video. As long as that's appropriate. Do not be promoting people against the rules, etc. Don't be spamming. Someone like Pix does everything he does without requiring a paywall. I don't think you have not a single thing aside from like your subscriber emotes. That's different. What I mean is like none of his patterns are pay for. You know, he really just wants to share crafting and a love of creativity with other people. So please do the thing. Thank you, Ella, for pinning Pix's Ribbler to the top of chat. Get supported, nerd. Ella, thank
Ian
you.
Beyond gifted 3 months of tier 1 to Andrew _
Andrew,
D41.
thank you. Those words are
They've
very
gifted
kind.
830 months in the channel.
Do you know what else is helpful? You are super great and helpful, and so many people are better at their craft because of you. I already told you today is kind of a day. I need to compose myself right now. I saw something this morning that was part of why I'm feeling this way. I opened TikTok, God knows why, because I almost never go on TikTok. But the algorithm got me today. And thank you, Ella, so much for giving that lovely gift to Andrew. I really appreciate it. Thank you for 3 whole months of tier 1 for Andrew. Congratulations, Andrew. And look at our sub goal is like blasted to kingdom come. We are going to do some giveaways here at some point today. Get out of here, Pix. This video popped up in my feed, and in it, this woman is dressed as a witch, and she goes to stir her coffee, and the spoon is like spinning around by itself in her cup. And I was like, ooh, this is very well produced. This is somebody who knows how to make videos quite well. They have a background in this. And it grabbed me right away. The story of this witch grabbed me right away. She's looking kind of like, you know, just sort of maybe mildly sullen and just kind of like dissatisfied. And then it shows a calendar, and it shows January 1st crossed off. And it basically unfolds this story of this witch going about her daily life like normal, quote unquote, normal people do, right? She has an office job, all these other things. And people just sort of treating her poorly and acting scared of her or teasing her or, you know, just kind of being generally unpleasant to her out in public spaces. She's like trying to go to the beach. She's going to her office job. She's, et cetera, et cetera. And there's some really kind of even sort of funny moments in it. And then finally the calendar moves forward until she gets to Halloween, and she's walking around and everyone is just telling her how great she looks. All the kids are running up to her. She's happy. She's smiling. It's, you know, it's her day. It's like, this is the day when being me is accepted and people show me kindness and they're excited to see me. And man, it had me blubbering. I'm standing in my kitchen trying to make my cup of coffee, and I'm blubbering over this video because it sort of it puts in stark contrast how it's so easy for us to quickly judge people on the basis of their appearance. And decide that they are different enough from us that we don't, that not only that we don't relate to them, but that some people will take it the extra mile and they'll just go out of their way to be cruel or rude, or, you know, to purposely make someone feel like they're not included. And how easy it should be for people to just be kind. And how hard it is when you feel like you don't fit in or people don't see you for more than just these, you know, surface things. Or maybe it is something that's really important and it's not just a surface thing. And it, you know, kind of goes to some stuff we were talking about yesterday. And I have definitely felt that way in my life, like that I don't fit in anywhere, that I'm not part of the gang, you know? And she told the story in a really funny and captivating way, but I found myself crying over it. You know, only because like it was a really nice. I think it did point out how mean people can be sometimes, but it showed the contrast of. But what if it was this? What if Halloween, quote unquote, was every day? You know, that you treated someone that way every day. You wear a lot of black and stuff. You were told once Halloween was last week. You said I'm Orthodox because they celebrate holidays late sometimes. Oh. Your wardrobe consists mostly of red and black cloth, right? And it's very easy to judge people on the surface cues that we see, but it's also really not that hard to try to approach people with kindness and compassion. So, well, yeah, and respecting each other's differences, you know, it's not to say like it's hard because I feel like one thing we could all use is maybe kind of like a primer in like how to navigate these situations so that there is a positive outcome. You know, because it can be very frustrating and we can feel a lot of disappointment and anger when we feel like we've repeatedly been treated as though we don't matter. And so sometimes I think we can also, and I've totally done this, make assumptions about people the same way that we don't want someone making assumptions about us, that they are against us and that they have malicious intent. So it's something to consider. And it's just, there's other things going on. It's been a day already this morning. You have a traditional Native American male hairdo because you like it better and you're two-spirit and you get stared at a lot. Yeah, it's not polite to stare at people. You know what is okay for a lot of people is to politely and kindly ask about someone's hairstyle if you're curious about it. But not in a way that indicates that you're entitled to the information. Another thing we can all use is more 9.5 streams where you are just being your awesome. Andrew, thank you. I've been streaming a lot lately. Is it a day? How did you know I was thinking about that earlier today, actually, Tuna? It's like I summoned you. Hi, Tuna. How you doing? How are things in Tuna's world? Did you get how was your community day? I actually did go out and caught a bunch of sheepies. And I even got a couple of shinies. I even got a couple decent shinies for once. And not just, you know, shinies to have shinies. I got shinies with decent stats. And evolved myself a shiny Flaffy. And even, what's the last evolution? Oh my god, my brain just completely drew a blank. Ampharos. Is that how you say it? You spent time in the retail and service industries and you always treated everyone you dealt with the best you could because you didn't know their day. Yes. And so you were always polite and smiled or gave them a compliment. And you know, sometimes, I don't know if this ever happened to you, Panda, but I would have restaurant folks that would tell me like, hey, when we came in here, we're real sorry. When we came in here, we were probably kind of grumpy. We had a really bad day and you helped us turn that around. Ampharos. Yeah. Holosloth, welcome in. Hello. How are you? How you doing today? Thank you for following. I think it was last night. It's rough. I really have a hard time. I struggle sometimes now going into new chats and talking only because I don't want, you know, anyone to feel like I'm trying to draw attention to myself. But I had a really good time hanging out in Frybread Queen's channel, and I'm pretty sure. Are you a moderator there? We should do a shout out for Frybread Queen. Oh, we got it. Well, let's shout out our reading party first. Thank you so much. That artist, Amelia. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, readers. How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a great day. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Thank you so much for choosing the channel. Thanks for the follow, that artist, Amelia. I appreciate the heck out of you. What were you up to? I mean, it says artist in your name, so I would imagine it was something creative, but you could have been gaming today. I don't assume. A lot of us are not just variety in terms of whatever, whether we're creative or gamers or any of that stuff. You were painting a minifig. Very cool. Amelia, if you have socials you'd like to plug, we'd love to have you post the link in chat. So you can do one of two things. You can either message that link to a moderator or myself, or you can just let us know when you're ready. Please don't just post the link to chat. That's a sub perk here. It's not that I mind people posting links. It's just we've had a lot of weird, like, self-promotion type stuff, spam, in the past. No worries, Redhead. Thank you for popping in. You going to do your Christmas decorating today? That's awesome, Redhead. I hope you have fun with that. MJ, I am. Thank you for coming on the raid. Welcome in. And readers, if you've never been here before, hi, AG. How you feeling, AG? How you doing today? If you've never been here before, I am 9.5, and I'm called that because I am missing half a finger on my right hand. A very bold restaurant coworker gave me this nickname many years ago. Thankfully for said coworker, we were pretty good buddies, and I have a great sense of humor, and the nickname stuck. Unlike the top half of my finger. Ha 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 ha. So, what exactly was the mini you were painting, if you want to elaborate? And also, we have a raid video for you guys, but you're our first raid of the day. These are our raiding parties for today. You might have seen the command pop up with a bunch of other names. Shenanigans 3D, Atomic Stacy, It's the Cool Factor, Upcycly, Runa Eleanor, and Chef Steve 330. All of those folks rated us yesterday. If you feel like clicking those links and giving them a follow, that's very much appreciated since they chose to share their communities with us yesterday. Oh, heartburn. Are we all on watch for baby Devin? Yes. It's a fern orc from World of Warcraft. Amelia, my husband, and I own a comic book, trading card, and comic book, trading card, graphic novel, manga, etc. TTRPG. We sell Warhammer and D&D minis, and we love all of that kind of stuff. I haven't gotten into painting minis myself yet. What is happening? My dog is barking. Oh, that's a spam text. So we have a raid video, but we also do a thing for our first raiding party of the day where you get to pick, Amelia, my pair eyewear toppers. These come right off. They're magnetic. They're really cool. I love these. I'm a pair eyewear affiliate, and if you use my code, I need to put, I keep forgetting to do this. I bought a screen protector. I think these are for my Switch. I need to put a screen protector on my Switch because sometimes if I'm feeling generous, I let my kids borrow my Switch. No worries, Ella. Thank you. So I was wearing the 8-bit hearts. I have the buffalo plaid, because Pacific Northwest. I'm a mom of 3. I have 2 cats, 2 dogs. Been married to my husband for, well, technically we've only been married for, I don't know, it's like 5 years or something like that. But we've been together for like almost 15. That's really crazy to think about. It's going to be 15 years in February. Wow. Cats and Yarn. Coffee beans, because I love coffee. The irises from the Van Gogh collection. Pop art. Rainbow knit. We do okay, Amelia. Mint sparkle, party chicks, Batgirl, purple sparkle, cheetah spots, pumpkin. I almost said something else. Pumpkin pin dot. We keep it PG-13 in here. I swear. Skulls and Roses and Arcade Maze. No worries, Pix. You're leaning towards coffee. I like the way you think. I love coffee beans. If that's what you want, let me know. Yeah, Panda, and it's, it's like not all... relationships are work. Relationships are hard work a lot of times. But he's, you know, human beings have anyway. I love him. He makes me laugh, but sometimes I'll be like, that's wrong. You shouldn't say things like that. Like, there's a reason why he's not on my streams, and there's several reasons. The main reason is he doesn't like being on camera, but it's also because he's like, oh, I don't think your audience would like me very much. I'm like, yeah, well, you know, he could be kind of a grouch. Last night was so much fun. You were happy I contributed to the convo and wasn't shy. You haven't laughed that hard in a long time. Oh yeah. Today life threw you an unexpected curveball, but still feeling uplifted despite that from last night's convo. So also you were a streamer and overall felt the good vibes. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun, and I'm just so impressed. You know, we have so many friends in the channel, and you know, in the various tendrils of like our community reaching into other communities. We have so many friends that are so talented creatively here. And so I saw, it's funny because I'd already, like I mentioned, become familiar with Firebred Queen's name from Indigenous Raid Train and the Women's Guild mentioning, hey, you know, heads up, if you would like to support our Indigenous streamers for the rest of Native American Heritage Month, here is the Four Directions team, and you know, here's some stuff that's going on with that. And then I think Twitch catches on when you change up your routine a little bit, right? So like we rated an Indigenous streamer the other night, and then in my suggested there was Firebred Queen, and I think it's because of a couple of factors, right? I rated someone else using Indigenous tag, and I also do a lot of crafting stuff, and I watch a lot of other fellow crafters. So you know, like Pix, we've talked about with Pix, and we've mentioned a bunch of times, reaching outside of your comfort zone or your typical circles for raid targets, for channels to follow, etc., is going to open up a whole nother area of the platform that you otherwise just aren't going to have put in front of you. You have to nudge the algorithm. It's frustrating because, you know, it's one reason why I think some people just stay static where they are. Not through any fault of their own. It's that viewers often do not push themselves outside. You know, once you've got this sort of like typical cast of characters that you rotate through, you know, and a lot of us raid our friends with good reason because we want to support people that we feel close to and that we love. But pushing yourself occasionally to pick someone outside of your circles can expand those circles, and I had a good time in there. I had a blast. It was very fun. Firebred Queen has a very infectious laugh, so it was enjoyable for sure. And watching her practice her craft was fun, as I did a bit of beading when I was a kid, but it's been a while, a really long time, in fact. So we raided Sampire, and I think there's an underscore after it. Ooh, that artist Amelia, did you have socials you wanted to post? Because we'd love to follow you elsewhere. And thanks for saying 9 for partner, Zam. Okay, that's totally up to you. I don't want you to, it's not self-promotion because I'm asking you. Wink. You know? Important distinction, right? When you haven't been invited, it's different. I appreciate very much how excited people can be sometimes about, you know, their own or even someone else's stuff. And, you know, I really am not, I'm not like bothered at all, honestly. But then, you know, we've talked about this recently. Unfortunately, there's some people who kind of don't really understand where the boundaries are with that stuff. So I've had to kind of have a few conversations here and there about like, yeah, we're not going to walk into someone's channel. And I'm looking out for the smaller creators just as much as my own, feelings and stuff here. We're not going to walk into someone's channel and talk about how things are going crazy somewhere else while they're live. We just don't do that. Thank you, Karen, for shouting out Sampire, which is where we headed the other night, who was playing Dead by Daylight. We raided with 101 people, which, that's amazing. I'm so thankful for every single person that comes in here. The numbers aren't important to me in general, but I know how big of an impact that can make for somebody. And I remember what it was like starting out and not having very many people in my channel at a lot of the time. And we broke the heck out of Sampire and in fact also started their first hype train ever, which, again, I know that Sampire was just very appreciative to begin with. Oh my goodness, thank you, Anonymous.
An
Just
anonymous user
appreciative to begin with for the support from the
raid.
raid,
Amelia.
But to be able to be part of that moment was really fun. So thank you, Anonymous, for gifting us up to that artist, Amelia. I really, really appreciate that. Enjoy our emotes, Amelia, and sub badge and all the other goodies that come along with being a sub, including some of the sound alerts are free for subs. We do have that raid video for you guys, so let's play that really quickly. Thank you so much for bringing people by. I like to make sure everyone sees this. It's what I call a warning-tisement. Equal parts warning label and advertisement. After you've seen this, you can't say we didn't warn you about the fart noises and the rubber chickens. I'm freaking out right now! I'm fangirling! You have no clothes on! No! Get supported, nerd!
No flipping way. You didn't do it.
Thank you for the dollar bills for the kiddos. Thank you so much, everybody. Ah!
We talked about this. I mean, you can cook steak in a dryer, but do you want to? And when the fat renders off of the steak, does it create a fire hazard? I'm sorry, I'm a mother. I can't help but think about these things immediately. So this is a game to you guys, huh?
What? She went so hard.
There's people out here with reputations at stake.
There you have it. Yes, indeed. You know what we need to do today is we had a couple of hype trains yesterday, I think, right? Let me look. We do need to get caught up on some giveaway stuff. Yesterday we had 74% of level 2, 40% of level 3, 56% of level 4. We need to do 3 stickers and a sticker sheet. So let me go ahead and activate. Let me go ahead and set up a fourth wall giveaway for the holiday sticker sheet. If you guys have not yet checked it out, today is the last day for you to use the code. Not yet, Andrew. Not yet. You need to wait because this is one of the ones where it will be announced in chat by the fourth wall bot. You'll hear the dramatic music begin. Twitch was asking, hey, if we started looking into third-party integration for alerts, who all would you like to see involved in that? And I saw nobody saying fourth wall. And I was like, fourth wall, please? Hashtag fourth wall, please. A lot of people were saying Throne. Throne. A bunch of other, kind of like bots and stuff.
they have their own charity tool. So I think, you know, a couple people were like, please Tiltify. And I'm like, that's the competition for their charity tool. I mean, I'm not saying it's not worth asking. You know, Twitch and Tiltify have a pretty symbiotic relationship in a lot of ways, but Small Biz 23 good through today. If you want to save 20% in my shop on Fourth Wall.
I really like corn.
Do you though?
What do you like about corn?
It's cold. A big
What do you like about corn, Impact? I'm going to start requiring that people tell me what they like about corn when they redeem this.
It's cold. I can tell
On
you
Twitter?
all about it. I mean, look at this thing. When I find it, I don't
Hi, Space Hobo. How you doing today? Welcome in. I'm going to gift a sticker sheet to chat. Gift to Twitch chat. This is a feature of Fourth Wall. Most of us know about Fourth Wall now. However, many of you do not. Thank you, Emerald. Or maybe you don't use it yourself. If you want a really awesome place to do integrated merch. Hey, Goddess. If you want a really awesome place to do integrated merch. Oh, I didn't realize both bots were going to respond to that. If you use link.fourthwall.com/9.5, we both get sample credit. Ruru, I love you. Hello, Rue. Hello, readers. One seed can grow 2 or more cobs, each containing at least 40 more seeds, i.e. one plant turns into thousands in less than 10 years. Yes, but not without human intervention. Corn, in its current modern state, cannot reproduce itself without human intervention. Not very successfully, anyway. And it's very nutrient hungry. It's extremely nutrient hungry. Lots of nitrogen necessary. Thank you so much, Rue. I love you, friend. Rue, who just rated us, is the person responsible for the video you're about to see while I get this giveaway set up. I love you, friend. Thank you so much for rating. I hope you had a great stream. Tell me what you were up to. And, you know, we're going to have some of Rue's links in the chat in just a second. But if there's anything else specific you need help with, social media wise or anything, Rue, please just say the word. I love you, friend. I love you so much. Thank you for this, for this gift that everyone's about to see. I'm freaking out right now. I'm fangirling. You have no clothes on. No. Get supported, nerd.
No flipping way. You didn't do it.
Thank you for the dollar bills for the kiddos. Thank you so much, everybody. Ah!
We talked about this. I mean, you can cook steak in a dryer, but do you want to? And when the fat renders off of the steak, does it create a fire hazard? I'm sorry, I'm a mother. I can't help but think about these things immediately. So this is a game to you guys, huh?
What? You're doing so hard.
There's people out here with reputations at stake.
Perfect timing. Let's go, everybody.
9.5 purchased
Perfect
holiday
timing.
emote
Excellent.
sticker sheet.
Look at that timing.
Present.
Look at that
There were a
timing,
bunch
people.
of sweet
Exclamation
seasoned
point enter in the chat, please. Exclamation point enter. You have 120 seconds to enter to win a holiday sticker sheet from the Fourth Wall. Let's go, everybody. Exclamation point enter. International is fine. I believe the shipping that I sponsor on top of a domestic shipment is sufficient. I don't think anybody's had to pay extra for a sticker sheet. Let's go, everybody. Yeah, Ian, let's go. We Claire Bear's in there. Kasara, Impact, Emerald. Exclamation point enter. Do you eat Gushers or Doritos? Why not both? Try them both together, Impact. Report back to us. What if you melt the Gushers, turn them into a tortilla, right? flatten them out, roll them out. After they're melted, like make them into like a tortilla, and then you crush up the Doritos and you make like a Dorito-filled Gusher taquitos. Thank me later. What's up, Mars? Exclamation point, enter, everybody, hurry up! You have like 45 seconds to enter this giveaway for a sticker sheet. Thank you guys for helping us reach our sub goal. Mind blown. Oh, my beard. Now I am hungry. I'm sorry, Impact. I hope everything's okay with your dog. Angsty Creative, welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat with exclamation point enter. So, everybody get in there quickly because it's ending soon. The winner will be announced any second. Hey! Angsty Creative! What kind of luck is that, Angsty Creative? You win a sticker sheet. You need to click the link. You need to click the link in chat that says at Angsty Creative won 9.5's gift of a holiday emote sticker sheet. Please do that in a timely fashion. If you don't claim your sticker sheet before the next stream, I reserve the right to re-raffle it, just because to me that says either it wasn't exciting enough of a prize for you, or it could be that you just forgot, but we want to make sure that those gifts end up being assigned to someone. So you have until the next stream to do that, but it is appreciated when people do it in a timely fashion, like, as quick as they can. I understand if obviously I'm not telling you to prioritize this over anything of great concern IRL, but it is helpful because that way we know that it's been claimed. Thank you very much for being here. Congratulations. Hello, Rin. No, stop. Yeah, no. Not gorgeous. I don't understand. What is this word? No, thank you. Just okay looking. It's fine. But thanks. No, no. You guys are, I'll have some of what you're having. It's fine. I know I'm terrible because I tell everyone else not to do this kind of thing. I'm comfortable with how I look. I just don't, this is the problem. I don't care. It's literally that I don't care. You know what I mean? I keep saying this, and you guys keep coming in here and trying to talk about how I look, and I keep saying it. Yeah, that's so much more important to me, what people are like personality-wise, and there's so much more to people than this. You know what I mean? Anyway, I appreciate it. It's nice of you. I know you're just trying to make me feel good or something. Congratulations again. I do appreciate people being in here. One thing we do ask is that if you win giveaways in here, that you're at the very least following the channel, and I don't like to be that person. But Angsty, you're not following the channel. Did you want to fix that really quick? That's how I make sure that I can clean things as promotion. It is part of our rules. It says you're not. You fixed it. You may have been following before. It's okay. It's totally okay. You may have been following it and it unfollowed. Totally okay. It's just a general rule here for giveaways. Thank you. Don't worry. It's all good. Totally no problem. Trust me, I've been there. I've been like, oh my God, how am I not following this person? You love this little Ronald Dahl, Roald Dahl quote, a person who has good thoughts cannot ever be ugly. You can have a wonky nose and a crooked mouth and a double chin and stick out teeth. But if you have good thoughts, it will shine out of your face like sunbeams and you will always look lovely. I agree wholeheartedly. I think a lot of times how he approached humans, human nature, human interaction it could be easily misinterpreted. But I think what he was really always trying to advocate for was not treating people poorly, particularly because of things they cannot control. And in particular, he was very critical of how adults treat children, and that often children are treated as though they are not human beings capable of rational thought and having emotions, and that our actions toward them don't matter, and they do, absolutely, because they shape how those little people turn out. This is a dice bag, if anyone's wondering. And thank you for the compliments. This is Hobie Universe. I forget which color. It does have sparkles. And this, it's so much easier to see the colors and the sparkles with this nicer camera than it was when I made these a while back using the, what do you call it? Logitech Brio. We have ads coming in about 2.5 minutes, just so everybody knows. We do 3-minute ad break once an hour. Oh, yeah. Rin has one and uses it as a drink caddy. Hi, Donna. Yep, Hub says this has basically been claimed already by someone at the shop. So this is not going to be for sale in my Etsy or anything like that. I only have, I think, this one last skein of this particular color currently. And I honestly... right now, I cannot, because ordering from Hobie, well, their shipping isn't that outrageous. If somebody was interested in one of these and they wanted to commission me, we could talk about that. DM me privately, please. It's just so hard. I won't be able to guarantee finishing it before the holidays are done. We have so much going. Like, we start Starlight. We start 12 days on the 1st. I would try the best that I could, but there's just so much going on right now. And I don't want to make any promises that I can't keep. I'm not really worrying too much about going through Ko-fi right now, Rin. I feel like my efforts to get Ko-fi going just kind of... It also, they don't have, I don't know. Anyways, just DM me on Discord or whisper me here if you're interested in a commission, and I will let you know what the time frame might be, and depending on the item you're interested in, I'll get back to you with like a quote and stuff. But I'm telling you, I got like 2 things checked off my to-do list outside of stream, just like family administrative assistant kind of junk. And it just sort of opened up this corner of my mind where I was like, oh, yeah, and then there's this thing. Oh, yeah, and then there's that. Oh, yeah, and then how am I going to take care of that? And this, and the other thing. And all the cleaning I need to do, and cooking for everyone, and taking care of animals. And my husband's trying to add another dog to our family. And, yeah. The Ether Night is partly this time of year. It's like, okay, then this next weekend, we need to do this thing, and we're going to go get our tree, and we need to do this, and I haven't even done any shopping for any of the kids, and which is not true, actually. I've bought a bunch of Lego for everybody, but and my husband got one gift for Ramona. The list keeps going and going and going, like the Energizer Bunny. Yeah, and then I have a kid who's in band, and he's got rehearsals. Extra rehearsals he's going to need to go to, and I need to get him a pair of shoes, and he's going to have his performances, and they're smack in the middle of 12 days, and it's just a lot. So I'm going to do what I can for all of these things, and I'm going to do the best that I can, and hopefully I will get some sleep someday. Somewhere. Somehow. I just wish that I could... I don't want to say clone myself. One thing I've been thinking about lately is having someone come and help me with some of the cleaning. The kids help me. They do help me, but everybody who has kids, especially kids around the age of mine, understands that, like, half the time that they are cleaning, you need to help them with the said cleaning. Oh, the ad break is going, and I actually need to step away and let him outside really quick. I love you too. And we will do Discord show until after, and we'll also give away the stickers from the Hype Trains from yesterday. Thank you guys very much for hanging out. I will be right back after a quick break.
Me versus the last person. Ooh.
Yes. 9.40.
Yeah, get.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Woo!
Going off the rails on a gravy train. Gravy. Cause that's how it goes. You pour it on French fries and on mashed potato.
1,000 subscribers, I will do 24 hours. You heard it here. You can clip it. Go right ahead. If we get 1,000 subscribers, I will do 24 hours. I'm not doing 24 hours until we get 1K subscribers. I'm sorry. I can't. Are you clearing my... Raz... I think Raz was just clearing my,
Take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are pretty.
I don't know why I turned into like a cross between Michael McDonald and Tom Waits.
Mom, can you touch this?
I'm never coming out.
Lotus, it's okay, Lotus. It's okay. A lot of people don't notice me. I still love you, Lotus. Don't worry. It's like a lot of things. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
Wow. Wow. Oh no.
I've been rickrolled. You rickrolled me. We're no strangers to no.
Wait. Oh my gosh. Okay. And I would be... Here. Left to my own devices. Oh my god. Don't just stand there. Is there a towel? Didn't I bring
I have real children. I have three children that came from the inside of me. Why did I say it like that? Why do I say these things?
This is what a normal piece of pizza is supposed to look like. Look at that abomination. Actually not.
Get out of the way!
Actually not an abomination.
They're trying to watch me suffer! Oh, buddy! Oh, God. Okay, Ramona, go ahead.
Oh my goodness. A little bit more.
That was perfect. That was perfect. Right at the end. Next order of business.
I'm a nasty woman. I'm a nasty woman. I'm a nasty woman. Such a nasty woman.
Pull it. Pop it. Pull it. Twist it. Twist it. Pull it. Twist it. Pull it. Pop it. Twist it. Pull it. Pop it. Twist it. Pull it. Pull it. Twist it.
What is turning?
Pull it. Pop it. Pull it. Pull it. Pop.
Thank you so much for sticking around when I have to take breaks to take care of my family, which includes our four-legged family members. Puppies did need to go outside for potty break, and then, of course, they required treats, and the streamer also required treats. So, it's been very cold here. Typically, we do not wake up this time of year to like lots of heavy frost outside, and it's been very slippery and very frosty and very foggy in the mornings here. So I'm glad that they went out without like me having to shove them out there, because when it's like that outside, sometimes your animals will be like, I don't want to go out there. I'm like, but you need to go to the bathroom, not inside my house, please. Thank you. So that was unexpectedly easier than I thought it was going to be, but I see some stuff in chat. I need to scroll up. Do I have a pattern I follow for the dice bag? Ooh, Ella, I'm thinking about releasing one because I do use... Okay, so Dragon Scale Stitch it's a stitch. It's not my design. I took someone else's pattern and heavily modified... Like, I took the instructions from another pattern, right? Or like how to do this in the round, and I adjusted a bunch of things. Including mine has a lining. So I've thought about writing my own pattern for it because I've modified it heavily. I love you, Karen. Yeah, I need to either make like a tutorial. Hi, Chen. Christy is here. Hello. How are you, Christy? Papaton, I hope you're doing well today. Diamond Lover, welcome in. Thanks for that first time chat. White tea, but you can't stomach. Oh, Ella, I'm sorry. It's not really terribly difficult. If you have done Dragon Skill before, especially, it's pretty straightforward. If I weren't like so if I didn't love being here with you guys so much, I'd probably make more YouTube content. Like, I know that if I tried to film a tutorial for this while I was live, right? Like try to, like, you know, kill two birds or whatever, y'all would just, like, speaking of birds, it would just be, nobody would be able to hear any of the instructions over this. Ooh, 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 ayo.
Speaking of birds.
Sub hype in the chat. Oh, Donna, thank you. Thank you, Donna. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Zendi.
60 cheered.
Iceberg has committed no crime. Today.
I haven't.
Iceberg has committed no
I
crime.
haven't yet.
Today.
I have not yet put your new ones in, Zendi. Just so you know, I will message you on Discord when they're both programmed in. Okay, friend, that's on my like massive to-do list. And I know you're not. I know you're not worried about it. I know you're not in any huge rush or anything. Thank you for getting me your stuff. This is true. No, I understand that. I understand that. Do you have? Okay, so that's a really good question to ask you, Tuna. Oh my God. It's fine.
La canción de mi gente
Case in point, right?
va así.
What, you mean you're not just gonna redeem 2 100,000 point channel point redeems and then just ghost our community afterwards? I did what I came here to do. All right, well, you guys don't have any more side quests. There's no epilogue. I know. Thank you for the Mexi chicken, just Becca. Thank you. Do you just have like one button you can turn everything off for that? How do you do that, Tuna? Because Tuna will be like, all right, everybody, I'm gonna do it like right now. I'm gonna film a thing like while he's live, which I think is actually very smart. They get to be part of the behind the scenes. It's like they're your studio audience. Oh my God. Thank you.
Another one. An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Y Arson.
Why arson? Why not? Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's just set everything on fire. Here, I got it. Don't give her ideas. Do you see, Tuna? They'll riot. They'll be like, what do you mean? What do you mean? They'll try to figure out every loophole they can to make stuff happen while I'm filming. I have thought about trying to consolidate everything onto the Mix It Up bot, and that way, if I turn the bot off, it just turns everything off. Like, I wasn't too bad yesterday. You guys were pretty well behaved, but I was like, oh man. You know, when somebody comes on the channel as a guest, and, you know, I understand the temptation. Our guest might have even been the one kind of inciting some of it. Mix it up. Ah! man. Wow. There's a lot to unpack there. Jazz, I'm just going to say congratulations. Just going to be happy for you. Wow. But can she sing Chandelier? At the top of her lungs in her kitchen. Rusty! Rusty Rhymes. You legend. Thank you, friend. Sub hype. All the hype. All the hype for Rusty. And a shout out. Why not? Because Rusty is an awesome content creator and does a lot for the kids. No. You. Thank you. Thank you very much for the resub and for 19 crazy heckin' months. Also, thank you so much. And for pushing the hype train ahead and completing level 1 for us. Thanks, friend. I appreciate you. So Karen posted something in the mod channel today on Discord. I relate to this very much, Karen. If you guys haven't heard, Twitch is going to do an end of year promotion regarding financial support through the platform. If you read through this thing, it honestly reads like the insert on like prescription medication or like a life insurance policy. But just know I appreciate all support. We already had, like, we literally just had Hype Challenge. This starts the day after we finish our 12 days campaign. Yes, of course, I would encourage you to take advantage of it if you are considering subscribing or, you know, other support for people. The fine print on this is very crazy. If you guys want more information about it, it's here. Like, wrapping your mind around what they're trying to say is kind of tough. Okay? Just know anytime someone comes in and does something like that, or like anonymous gifts out a sub, or if people decide they want to gift multiple months to somebody, all of that really means a lot to me. And even though I love Twitch and I want Twitch to stick around and I appreciate what it has done for me and helped me have a place to learn how to make live content, I'm not about to like bend over backwards for this particular thing because we already have enough. And I just don't want to feel like I'm constantly pushing more. So it is there. End of year bonus round terms and conditions. Link is in the chat. It's one of these things where they want you to sub to someone you've never subbed to before, to upgrade a prime or a gifted, upgrade from monthly to multi-month, convert to tier 2 or tier 3. Not applicable to existing recurring subscriptions. Subscriptions canceled during the promotion period and then repurchased. Prime or gift subscriptions that are not being converted to paid or to new turbo subscriptions. Like, it literally needs to be read like that. Offer not available on Twitch mobile apps. Cannot be combined with other offers or discounts. Offer available from December 13th, 2023 at 10 a.m. PT to January 2nd, 2024 at 10 a.m. PT. Like, it's just like, oh my God. For gift subscriptions, discount applies only to single month subscriptions. Offer not available on Twitch mobile apps. Offer available from December 27th, 2023 to 10 a.m. PT. You choked on your drink. Bits bonus only applies to shares of at least 300 bits or the applicable channel minimum. Where higher than 300, bits may only be used on monetized channels where enabled by channel owners. Offer available from December 13th, 2023. Mix It Up is compatible with YouTube. Wink. Look, they're a business. Rusty. Rusty's like, I got your bits. I got your bits right here, streamer.
Rusty Rimes cheered. X100.
Rusty Rimes. That's it. I'm sorry, Rusty. You are no longer Rusty. You are now Rusty Rimes. The fact you went through that as fast as you did scares you. I mean, it's, you know. Anyway. I just want you guys to know how much your support means to me, and I appreciate the heck out of you. And there is no pressure to do anything ever in here. We just try to have fun, and I try to offer up reasons for you to do it if you feel like doing it. And that's, you know, we have a lot of charity stuff coming up. So please consider donating to Starlight Children's Foundation starting December 1st. Some people have tried to give us a head start. I'm not looking for that, which is so sweet. Teal Appeal donated $75. Yeah.
That's different. That's me pressuring you to let us support you.
Nerd. Thank you guys for the hype train. I super appreciate you. Thank you very much for the support.
Don't you twist everything around and gaslight everybody in here.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a much better belch. I was going to belch at you in protest, Zam, and I failed. Here we go with the supporting others again. You shaking your head? I can't believe you didn't put SMH after that, Jazz. No, look. If you don't feel like showing your badge, I do actually, after having had a badge for 3/4 of a year now, there are times when having it showing can get a little awkward, and not in a way that the other person intends for it to be. You know, it's tough though, because I just feel like it's like, hey, this community pulled something off that I think is extra difficult when you do the type of content that I'm doing. And I'm very proud of you guys. I'm proud of you. That's why I keep the badge showing, because you all are the reason that it's there. Sure, I'm not trying to discount my role in it. It's just, it can be tough when you go into a channel and all of a sudden the focus shifts to you because you have a check mark. And I'm like, no. You're proud of no one, and yet you're still disappointed. I don't understand why there's a yet in that sentence. So confused. You're here for 9 content only? Hold on while I pull up a VOD of Zam's. We actually did. We we pulled up Zam's YouTube and watched YouTube.
Zam.
Watch Zam's YouTube content on the channel.
We talked about
You're
this.
right, I won't, because you curse too much. You curse a lot. There's copious amounts of swear words.
And I swear, and I yell, and it's because that's my personality.
Which, like I've said a million times, does not bother me personally or anything. It's just a choice I made a long time ago on behalf of my fellow, you know, folks that are trying to look out for their littles, you know, caring for their littles, maybe allowed to listen to streams while at work, as long as it's not like over the top and like vulgar, which again, I'm all about the vulgarity. I'm very fluent in vulgarity. I worked in restaurants for a really long time. Narrator, it bothers her personally. People have seen me in other chats. They know. You see me in Pix's chat. Yeah. Hardly. You know, it's like, I think sometimes people have a little bit of a, what's his name again? The guy who was the dad on Full House. Bob Saget. Oh yeah, we do need to do show and tell. Thank you. Bob Saget.
Not Homer Simpson.
It's clear how vulgar and crude and unrefined Homer is from thousands of miles away. You know, you see Bob Saget on Full House, and then you see his stand up, and you're like, it was all a lie. It's because he was playing a part. Anyway, we have show and tell to do. So let us do that. Why don't we? And we didn't do it yesterday because we had a guest. So we might have perhaps just a couple of things to look at in here. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this again, Discord? Sometimes Discord, I'll tell it that it can show usernames because it's trying to help you, right? It's saying, uh-oh, hey, lady, you're live on the interwebs. You have broadcasting software open. Do you want to be showing people's usernames? And I'm like, well, yeah, because I'm only going to do it in this one channel. And there's like a thing you can click right that says disable streamer mode. And sometimes it just disappears. That bar at the top, the purple bar. You guys know what I'm talking about? You guys know what I'm talking about? Or am I just, you know? And now I have to force quit Discord because it likes to just stay open in the background. So even when you close the window, it's actually technically still open. One time it wouldn't open at all. And you should have seen me. I uninstalled. I tried to uninstall and reinstall without just going in and seeing if it had like multiple instances running. I panicked thinking something was wrong with my computer. Somebody hacked my Discord account. Nope, it was just the computer had like way too many instances of it running somehow. And when I went into Task Manager, I saw there was like 8, 9 instances of Discord for some reason. Because like I'm not a computer professional, so I don't understand why something like that would happen. But if I had known that that was the reason, it would have been such a simple fix. Disable. Thank you very much. I appreciate that you're looking out for us. Discord. Definitely looking out for the little guys. Right? This first one is from Carmel. If I can ever get it on the screen. Carmel is knitting away on this piece that's looking really good. I like neutrals because I like being able to pair them with a really bright pop of color. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. I don't know if you're planning on doing like stripes or any kind of color changes, or if this is going to be the solid color for the entire piece. If Carmel's in here, please, of course, speak up and let us know. Hello, how's it going? It's nice to meet you. We should be careful with our personal information, right? I mean, you know, I'm not just saying. It's kind of one of those things. You should be careful with your personal information. The only 2 messages you've had in our channel have been you mentioning what your first name is. Just want people to be cautious. This is really pretty. I don't know what you're talking about, Becca. I did another paint with a twist night. I'll stick to crocheting. This is beautiful. I really love it. I think it's festive. It's really pretty. Painting is like anything else. It takes time to get like to understand the medium. Funny I mentioned this. You have a TikTok for me. Yeah. I mean, you know, I understand. Some people, it's like, oh, it doesn't matter to me. But I have a hard time sometimes when immediately we are oversharing about our personal stuff. That I think is, you know, you want to be cautious about that. And that's me trying to look out for you all. That's all. Newest addition to your shop, meet the Pride puppies. Oh, this is so cute. They come with Made with Love removable collars. Okay, so less Pride puppy is in the works to be added to the lineup. They come with Made with Love removable collars. Design and pattern were made completely by our friend Flava. Awesome. Very cute. I love this. I'm curious though, are these Red Heart or Flava, if you happen to be here, did you use, is this one colorway? I can't tell. Or did you switch colors? Looks like with these, maybe you were switching colors and then this one was like one rainbow colorway maybe? Very cute. If there's someone doing like specifically doing like pride colorways, that's cool. Super adorable. Details in puff paint. Oh, this is because we were talking about Pix and I might have been hating on puff paint yesterday, just a tiny bit. We were doing a crafting supplies tier list and we were yeeting and deleting puff paint and Becca was sticking up for it for this particular use. And I can see it. I do get it. Mostly use the puff paint for the super tiny and specific details. Understood. I just feel like it's very hard to manipulate puffy paint successfully so that it doesn't just look like garbage no matter what I do. And I consider myself, you did a really good job with these. I consider myself like fairly good at like drawing and basic art skills and stuff. This is super cute and I get it. It's like going to be easier to draw these on here. And even these little, you know, green details that are like the lights on a Switch controller. Yeah, I can see it. That's a good use for it. Again, but in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, I'm not handing this over to a baby. Right? Obviously not. These are probably not intended for small children. But that's one reason why I just overall prefer the needle felting for some things, even for the thin details. Or like for this, I would do, I hate embroidering. You know, maybe this is the solution to that. If you don't like embroidering, you could use puff paint. Very cute. And also puff paint might be easier for some people than embroidery, that struggle with, you know, if their hands, if they have issues with grasp, you know, and pushing a needle through something. Because that is, it's even hard on my hands sometimes. Your shoes. Thank you for letting us know what your shoe size is, Zam. This thumbnail is everything. Oh my God. You finished your first brick build. Wait, does this one come with lights or did you get lights separate? It looks really good, Rue. Did you purchase a separate lighting kit for this? It's really adorable. Or did it come with, or did you just improvise that? It comes with it. So pretty. I love it. Hey, I'm really glad you dove into that. Did you enjoy it enough that you'd do it again? Very festive, Jazz. Your first wife. Where were you, maybe not specifically, but was this like maybe a work function or were you at a concert? She's looking very stylish. You told your chat if they want you to continue, you need a sponsor. Put them in your throne. A famous NYC hotel lobby. Very cool. It's a very pretty picture. I used to work for a national registry of like historical landmark, whatever, blah, 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 blah. For a really nice hotel restaurant in Portland. And we would do, so if this was 6 years ago, I would be scrambling, fighting the dining room servers for teaspoons, polishing glassware and silverware as fast as I possibly could, panicking about whether or not we were going to have enough napkins for the next turn of tea service, filling the pot of vanilla tea for table 47, like for the 6th time, asking the chef if he can throw together a special request tea tray for someone who didn't indicate they had a dietary restriction until they showed up. I would be getting my butt handed to me in this lobby area where we had this huge, it's absolutely so, seriously, no, but tea service is fun to go do. I understood it. I loved working it because I loved going in and having it. Even after years of doing it, I was like, I'll come in and have tea. It was a lot of fun. But we would have this huge Christmas tree, and there were families that had been coming for years and years and years and years, and they all want pictures in front of the tree. And I would joke, I'd be like, I'm retiring from tea service. I'm not kidding. This tree was 20 feet tall. I'm retiring from tea service. I'm just going to work for tips taking pictures in this room. Because I would spend so much time taking people's pictures. They'd be like, could you take our picture? And then the next person would be like, could you take ours? I'd be like, okay. And I'm like, hi, by the way, we were ready for you for your seating, and I want to stand here and take pictures. Can you guys all take each other's pictures? Because I'm really sorry. I actually have to hand this back to you, and that's the last one I can do because I need to go clean this room up so we can be ready for the rest of the people that are coming today. I would say this very politely, but I'd be like, yes, I have time for like one quick photo. But there would be people who would be like, can you take one more? They'd look at them and be like, I'm sorry, can we just ask you to take another one? I'd be like, I literally cannot. I am so sorry. I would have to go grab management and be like, I need photographer help. I need someone to come be a photographer. And I didn't want to disappoint people. I wanted them to have their family photo. And one time, a woman who was with her 2 young daughters was in there, and she had forgotten her camera and her phone at home because she's running out the door with 2 small children. And she said something about that. And I was like, well, I could take your picture with my phone and you could give me your email address and I could send it to you. And I did that. And then she was so thankful, and she just was gushing about how grateful she was. You want to guess how much she left me for a tip on the bill? A big fat goose egg. Nothing. Do you know what I did? I sent her the pictures anyway. Yes. Yes, I did. Tipping is optional. It's disappointing when people don't tip. But you know what I thought about? She may have assumed that gratuity was included. Lots of people did when I did this job. And there were usually people who would make up for it. It was disappointing. I was a little irritated at first, and I thought, don't jump to conclusions. And I just sent the pictures anyway. It's absolutely forbidden for you to discuss with a guest after the fact why they did not tip you. Particularly in fine dining. It's considered extremely gauche. And you just aren't supposed to do it ever. I know, Jazz, but those are the rules. And if you do it, you could, a lot of places will instantaneously terminate you. I don't think it was intentional in retrospect. I was irritated at first. I felt very miffed. I was like, I can't believe she didn't tip me. And then I realized, I was like, you know what? I don't think she knew what she was doing. I don't think she realized she was not paying me. That like, I don't make a living, because it wasn't clear. The only time we would charge an auto gratuity for the tea services is if the party was over a certain size. And even then that became extremely complicated for a variety of reasons that I won't get into now. But suffice it to say, there were usually people around the holidays, not always, but usually people that would make up for it. So just make sure you tip your server. If you live in the States where we live, where servers work for tips. I know it's hard because it shouldn't be up to the guest. It shouldn't be, some nebulous thing. Like people have asked me, they would ask me, I really don't like doing this, but I just want to make sure, is this okay? What I left you? It's such an awkward conversation. You're like, I mean, is it okay for you? You mean, is it enough? Do you have your phone? Here, can you pull open your browser? And then in the search bar, you can type, what is an appropriate tip in restaurants in the United States? I'm not supposed to discuss this with you. Like, it's just, it's an extremely uncomfortable conversation for so many reasons. You know? So it really does. What Donna's saying is very true. The federal minimum wage, and then I will stop with this because I could just soapbox all day. The federal minimum wage for tipped servers in the United States is $2.13 an hour. $2.13 an hour. And it hasn't budged since 1992, when I wasn't even old enough to work in a restaurant. By the time I finished working in restaurants, it did not affect me the way it does other people, because the state of Oregon has laws that increase the minimum wage to everyone gets the same minimum wage, no matter whether you work in a restaurant or not. And that means, and even within certain, within Portland, within the Portland metropolitan area, they increased it by more because it's so much more expensive to live there. And that means that maybe there's a fighting chance that the person who is working for tips serving at that fancy downtown hotel restaurant, but maybe they have other, obligations, like they can only work part-time because they have a special needs kid. Whatever their story is, right? Or maybe they do work full-time, but they have a lot of people in their family who need support from them, right? So they can still sort of manage to get by. They're not literally receiving a paycheck that says void because the tips they've claimed, the taxes that they owe on the tips they've claimed outweigh their hourly wages. It's criminal. It's just absolutely criminal. Pennsylvania, you can work for nothing but tips and hope they give you some. Yep, there's places where there's these weird loopholes, and it's just insane. Yep, a lot of time the paycheck is zero. Supposed to report if they don't make enough in tips to make the regular minimum wage, and you think the employer is supposed to make up the difference, but that's so complicated. Employers discourage people from doing it. A lot of them are just tired. Yes, traveling tatter. There are supposed to be protections in place, but let's be realistic. How many people are actually going to pursue that, And then all of a sudden they have 2 less shifts the next week. In New York, tipped wage plus tips earned have to equal the normal minimum wage. Yes, again, I understand that, Jess. And it's good that that's in the law. How is that allowed? America, America. As a Swede, you find it crazy that paying this. Yeah. Oh, I know. Confuses the heck out of tourists. They're like, what? There is honestly no amount that's enough to pay food service work. Yeah, I mean, it is. Anyway. And this is just about people being able to meet their basic needs. Any other, concerns aside. And if you cannot afford to pay your employees the most basic of minimum wages, which isn't even the national minimum wage outside of tipped, is also not enough to live off of in reality in most places. Oh, I've read Nickeled and Dimed, and it is an eye opener. Barbara Ehrenreich. Restaurants should pay a living wage and just raise prices 20%. When they try it, Tatter, places in Portland tried it, and people were confused, and they would still try to tip, or they would just not come in because the prices seem too high. They'd be like, they want that for that. It was a massive failure. A lot of restaurants tried it here and had to go back. No, Jazz. Those protections don't work. Yeah, it's lip service. You'd rather just see higher prices on the menu? Yes, I know. You would, and you would understand it. And even with signage, and social media announcements, and all that other jazz. Not you, Jazz. All of that stuff. People still didn't get it and didn't understand and were confused by how high the prices were at the places that chose to try to abolish tipping. There's a diner chain local to you, literally Southern California only, that puts a 3% surcharge on their receipts, complaining that they have to fork over for healthcare. Oh, goodness. If you were involved, would you walk up and down through like these nice little, like, you know, the hipster restaurants in Portland with like a drum and like a cowbell and just be like, hear ye, all restaurant patrons. Bang, bang, bang. Your attention, please. It's sort of how shopping these days is so confusing because the tax is not included on the price tags. I'm confused. I need an adult. Yeah, for sure. Some places here do, Donna, maybe outside of like just blanket raising all their prices, will have a surcharge added to the bill that says, hey, this is what it costs us to provide an employer-sponsored health program. So we're breaking it down for you so that you see what the cost works out to so that we can provide this. Not complaining about it, saying, we want you to understand that this is something that we do. You can't make everyone happy, just do the right thing and people will have to get used to it. Yeah. Restaurants don't need to raise prices 20%. That's been proven in countries like Denmark, where McDonald's workers get $22 an hour and it's like $25 on a Big Mac. Presidential speech saying tipping is dumb will be clutch. It just, you know. And then, you know, don't get me started on how, like, we don't want to vote for increases in taxes to fund, you know, repairing our schools or building new hospitals or ensuring that we have properly trained, you know, emergency response personnel and all these other things. But, you know, anyway. What Donna said about the different states, you know, I think that is part of the reason it can be difficult to, in a country with such diverse, like such a huge space, literally, physically, and the way that our country's government and regulations and laws and things are like set up, it you know, the separation of federal versus state policies and all this stuff, it gets very convoluted very quickly. And, you know, we have a federal minimum wage, but like, it just blows my mind that we have not, like, what if every single restaurant worker just said, yeah, just done. We're good. Tell you guys, maybe figure this out. But they don't want people organizing. You know, there are food and beverage worker unions. Hospitality industry unions. You point to Reagan, who was so lovely and congenial with a compassionate conservatism and moral majority, which has never existed. The end result is someone got more than you did. Anyway, I feel like this can turn into a topic that's hard to keep civil. But it is true. It affects people's ability to care for themselves and their family, which is, you know, that's basic survival. And that is a human rights issue, if you ask me, you know, and it's unfortunate, but these things are tied together and it's hard to separate them. And, you know, One thing I would say for people, if you feel frustrated by this stuff, is look into what your local government does or is not doing. And if you have the time, the energy, and the inclination, try to get involved. If this frustrates you heavily, becoming active and making sure you're educated when it comes time to vote in local elections, not just national election times, is important. I understand where you're coming from, Donna. It's just that my job here is to be an entertainer, and I did sort of push the conversation along. It's just that I'm not well versed enough, educated enough about these issues. I will admit this fully, and maybe that's a failing on my part. I am not educated enough or qualified to moderate a discussion about it that goes much further than we've already gone. So I appreciate everybody in here, and it sounds like most of you are sympathetic to the plight of the working class, and it is an important thing because it is the basis on which all of us enjoy the comforts that we want to keep. Somebody's got to do these things, and they should be taken care of. Nobody should work full-time and struggle to know where their next grocery trip, how they're going to afford that, or their other basic expenses. Healthcare and stuff like that. No one should have to choose between life-saving medical treatment and housing. So I am thankful for all of you here who choose to spend time with me and to make it so that I can do what I love to support my family. Yeah. And, there are lots of examples of how it can work. So I still have hope that one day people will figure these things out and do a better job with them. I refuse to give up hope. I don't understand the sentence, when real facts are hard to come by first. Hard. I don't understand. Firsthand. Got it. Usually I'm good at reading autocorrect. It's all good. You're good. And I know you're passionate about this, and I'm not trying to that's just it, is that I get that way too. You can tell. I get very and it's because I have seen firsthand. I've lived it. Have to go back to work. No work. I love you. Thank you for reading. Thank you, Rue. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Autocorrect gets entertaining on your channel. You've become fluent in typonese. Yes, it's one thing I think a lot of people aren't prepared for when they start reading chat where lots of folks are on mobile. I have at least a good 35% of us that come to the channel are Becca, thank you.
Just Becca _ gifted a tier 1 sub to JLM.
Just Becca. That's so nice of you. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I do. Thank you for helping me continue to be here and to provide a place for people to hang out. I really, I do. I appreciate everybody just being here. So I do 8 rows of scales. This is the last row of scales. Whoops. I wonder, do you think I could bash out a mic cover before? Probably not. I have to be done at around 2:15. Yet it is, my mom worked 3 jobs when I was in high school just so she could have enough money to like pay off her car, help pay bills, you know, for all our basic stuff. And Becca.
Another one.
So sweet.
Just Becca _ gifted a tier 1 sub to Joe Brony.
Joe Brony. Anyway, my mom worked 3 jobs so I could go on band trips and junk, you know, so we could have the additional income that it takes to be able to do stuff like that. And my husband and I both worked in restaurants for 25 years, and most of my mom's part-time jobs outside of, you know, her office jobs that she held would be things like bartending or, you know, catering stuff. And she even had a paper route for a while. My mom worked at the PepsiCo bottling plant in Iowa for a bit. She worked a lot of like blue collar / you know, my mom has never been afraid to get her hands dirty when she was, you know, but she also worked for like, you know, insurance companies and did admin stuff. And she was certainly perfectly capable of all kinds of tasks. And they tried to rope her into like a lot of management positions with restaurants, but she always said, I don't really want to have to babysit a bunch of other adults. And I kind of inherited that attitude from her about, you know, like, hey, I'm more than happy to train people. Like, if you want me to show someone how to do their job in here, that's fine. But I do not need to be like writing schedules and disciplining people for breaking rules and, you know, all that junk. Y'all are not paying a manager enough for all that stuff. At least with a serving job, I can be like, yeah, I'm just here and I'm going to do a good job, take care of my people and clean up after myself and help my coworkers and leave. But Becca, thank you very much for those 2 gift subs to the channel. We have ads starting in about a minute. You are so sweet. What has gotten into you? Or why? See, streaming is different. I've said this before. You know, I appreciate that so much. It's at your discretion, right? Hi, Miro. It's at your discretion. Most people who stream for a living are not receiving a guaranteed set hourly wage for it, right? Unless you get to like certain levels where they will pay you an amount just to stream on the platform, right? But the difference is, I don't ever have to be here at like any time other than times that I agree to. And if I need to end, you guys are incredibly kind and understanding. And like if I say, oh no, something happened and I have to go get my kids, or there's a mild emergency upstairs and I have to stop because, you know, I need to go take care of things or pause and do like a BRB screen. You guys are so kind and so understanding. So there's a freedom to this type of work that you do not have when you're a restaurant employee at all. And I explained it before with the whole thing with like not being allowed to take time off during certain times of the year. And if you work for corporate restaurants, it gets real thick real fast with like what you can and can't do. And in terms of like how you ask for time off and, you know, all kinds of stuff. And it's just this is, I have what I might not have in terms of guaranteed stable income, etc. Like, you know, if I went and found a customer support job in a call center, you know, even if I was bartending somewhere, I'd probably have like an amount per week that I would pretty much be able to predictably estimate that I would make, etc. I love being here with you guys. So there's the rub. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was about to start another row and I'm not supposed to do that. And we have ads coming. So what I need to do next with this piece is I've joined the last row of dragon scale, and then I'm going to start doing a border for the my train of thought just went. The holes for the drawstring. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Donna. The holes for the drawstring. And then what I do is, for those of you that might be wondering, and I am planning on at some point in, 2028, doing like a pattern for this. So because I have 8 of these, I have 8 clusters of dragon scale stitches, and I need to end up back at 48 stitches around. I do 2 stitches, 2 single crochets into the 2 top stitches of the right hand side, the middle, 2 in the middle, and then another 2 on the left hand side of each of these clusters at the top. And the reason I do it that way, again, is because just basic math, we started out with increasing to 48 stitches. So we need to get back to that in order to make this match the bottom part. And then after we make it all the way around, in order to set ourselves up for the lining, we'll be doing another stitch. I really do. I should just make a tutorial. What's stopping me from doing YouTube, you guys? I'm terrified of it being terrible. That's what it is. Of people being like, what does this lady think she's doing? And I mean, another part of me is like, but do I care if somebody thinks it's terrible? Like, there's 2 separate voices in my head. One of them's going, I don't care what people think. They can think what they want. They don't like it, they don't have to watch it. And then I have another voice that's like, but people have expectations. I don't know why that voice sounds like that. They have expectations of you, and if you disappoint them, they're going to be like, well, maybe I was following this lady for all the wrong reasons. Better not suck. 9.5. YouTube is a pit. Only do it if you want. I just dislike editing intensely. Because I feel like, it's one of those things where it's not, it's the GG made it. It's not hard. It's new. And once you do it more, you get faster at it and more comfortable, and you learn little tricks. I know this. I know this intellectually. You guys realize that what I'm trying to maybe have a moment of vulnerability about is that I have the same self-doubt as anybody else. And but I just, on the flip side of that, I'm so thankful for you guys' support. And I would never want to imply ever in a million years that lack of confidence has nothing to do with you guys. You're amazing. You do so much for me. Been there, done that, bought the rewards card. Yeah, it is. I love it. Okay. This is the part I have the hardest time remembering, so I'm actually going to stop and and think about it for a second before I keep going. Oh, and we have ads. Oh, no, I'm okay right now. Thank you. I'm not really fond of how they feel. I'll be completely honest. I think I might need to try a different style. Refartder. Thank you, though, for the reminder. I'm not sure. I said this before. I feel like these... I have no idea what the size difference is between these and the next size up. These are small. Holding my hand up to the packaging where it shows you like to measure the width of your hand right here. I may need a medium, and these are very form-fitting, so a medium might be fine. But these are just slightly... And it's entirely possible that this is how they're supposed to be. They cut into my hand a little bit right here. In a way that's becomes a bit uncomfortable over time. They're probably supposed to be very snug. That's the idea behind them. But this, I just find myself constantly wanting to like be like, no. Stop it. How do I explain this? It's my right hand mostly, and it's in here. And it's exacerbated when I'm using my thumb to grasp something, and especially if I have to pull it. So one good example would be when I have to grab the dryer door, which latches itself shut quite securely, right? And you have to grab the handle or what have you and really pull it this way to open it, right? And when I pull like this, sometimes it... When I lift things, not maybe as much depending upon which direction. It's more if I have to grasp, even reaching into the washer and pulling out wet laundry and putting it into a basket, because unfortunately my machines are not right next to each other. This is my dominant hand. I'm right dominant. Quit boxing on the weekends. That's really funny. Have I tried a tendonitis brace? I don't know what those are. My husband has some braces that he wore when he was struggling with carpal tunnel. It's the most canterwampus thing, but they work. Hey, Ramon Online. Ram Online. Ramon Line. People struggle with your name, I bet. No, look it up. Yeah, I mean, I will say if I give it a rest, it definitely does improve. I've been training up for a celebrity boxing match with Mike TV. Busted. It's literally a band that wraps around your arm about 2 inches from your elbow. Looks like it has nothing to do with your wrist, but... Z-list celeb against Twitch partner. Gotta be a good one. Is the Southpaw. Dang things work. Well, all of this is interconnected, obviously. And I just don't know if it's tendonitis, if it's carpal tunnel, if it could be the beginning of maybe perhaps arthritis, which is something that does run in, at the very least, one side of my family quite a bit. So, you know, it's very hard too, because, you know, we tell other people all the time, like, oh, you better not overdo it. And then, like, very hard to have that conversation with yourself when you're like, I have a lot of stuff I need to do. So, I don't think I have time today to finish a mic cover, but I'm going to try to get it started because I need to get that out to this person quickly. So hold on a second, y'all, while I go grab my floofy yarn. Oh my God. No. Donna, no, that's okay. Listen, I do have insurance. I am going to a regular doctor's appointment. I appreciate that. I really do. We managed to get ourselves into an affordable health insurance situation for the family. Thank goodness for Oregon Health Plan. That's all I can say. I have a doctor's appointment sometime next month. I can't remember the exact day, but I am going to discuss with the doctor a number of things, but this being one of them, and mention that I've been having some strain, you know, and I do use my hands quite a bit, obviously. But, you know, what could that possibly be attributed to? And hopefully they'll have some ideas of how we can approach it, because, you know, if it's just overuse, the solution is simple. I just need to try not to overdo it. If it's something else, obviously, you know, especially if it's something degenerative, that's a real big problem. But, you know, this is life, and we face challenges, and some of them are about your physical well-being and your physical capabilities, but I'm not going to let it stop me from doing what I love as long as I have any say in the matter. Your mother's old saw is, if it hurts, don't do it. I know. The doctor will prescribe more Fortnite? What? Full-time Marbles streamer, here I come. Yes, from right over there. Welcome back. I was like 2 feet away in one of my doom piles of additional yarn that you guys can't even see. Like, there's like just stacks and stacks of more yarn on one side of my desk. 2:15 today is when I need to be
all wrapped up by, in case any mods.
I love you so.
Hi,
and I
Flava.
want
We
you
looked
to
at your
know
pride puppies. They're
that
so
I'll
cute.
always be right here. And I love to sing 2 songs.
Wait, what am I doing?
Because you are so
dear. I love y'all. How you feeling? Stop that. Stop it. Stop. Tired. Oh man, I'm no help there, AG. I just I did resist the temptation to participate in or to take advantage of the sale they were having on Nomad Yarn. So Royal was trying to get me to hop on that bandwagon. And the prices were really good, but their minimum for free shipping is quite hefty. Understandably, it's okay. I realize that shipping is not actually free. When you get free shipping, it costs that business money, and I do get, you know, it needs to be worth their while. 6, 7, 8. Everybody please take a look at Flava's Etsy, which is cluelesscrafting.etsy.com. If one of our other amazing mods wants to put that in the chat and pin it to the top of chat, consider shopping with our small business owners from the community for the holidays or all your gift giving needs. Please. It is quite fluffy, the sales. They keep emailing you and you keep falling for it. Oh, I know. Have you seen our newest t-shirt design? Speaking of sales, 20% off. Terrible. It says FOMO plus YOLO equals oh no. Some easy math right there. FOMO plus YOLO equals oh no. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, I think I might have re-enabled it or something. If you have the ability to do that, go for it, of course. Hold on, I'm missing stuff in chat. It's partly because of the spam from the bots. Yeah, just Becca, I think this is some I got from Amazon that I can't even remember like what the name of the brand is. I have used Lion brand Go for Faux before that has a plain white fur yarn. This person asked for plain white cover with plain white trim. Very simple, kind of nice and sleek, and it can be very hard to find. Fluffy windscreen covers that fit Blue Yeti microphones, or any microphone for that matter, that have certain colors. A lot of times you're going to find they're either black or gray. And I make them in a really wide variety of colors. And I had
put my Etsy shop in indefinite vacation mode. I was considering just doing away with my Etsy entirely. And I went back on that decision because, unfortunately, during the time that I had the shop on vacation mode, I had all of one person who was a former customer come and look for me because I put some information in my Etsy that should have led any intrepid shoppers straight to my virtual door. And regrettably, you know, it's hard, but Etsy has the power. I know they charge a lot of fees. I'm not here to discuss, you know. I mean, it's okay. You can talk about why you prefer another platform for selling. It's fine. But I'm saying, like, please don't try to talk me out of my decision. Or offer up that, you know, like, I know that Ko-fi is an option. I know there's tons of options. I don't have time for a website. Ko-fi does not automatically update tax rates. There's all kinds of reasons. I've put a lot of thought into it. I do understand. And it's okay to say, have you heard of this platform or whatever, but don't try to, like, sell me on why I shouldn't do business with Etsy. I get it. I'm not happy with a lot of things they do. Would need people to have people to give gifts to. Oh, Razor. You had a $60 sale in your shop on Friday night. That's awesome, Noki. Congrats. There is a 60 to 71% off yarn. Tempted to buy. Oh no, just Becca. Oh no. That yarn is way too fluffy. How do I keep up? I've worked with it so much, AG. Just practice. Thank you for the lurk up, Cycly. You struggle with Etsy, but you're still there. Give reasons. Do not give business to Etsy. Why does healing skin itch so much? Oh. So one thing I have found works for me with this personally, like I've seen suggestions that you can, if you want to, you can wet the yarn down. If you dampen it, it makes it a little bit easier to see. You know, it like flattens the floof down to the middle part of the yarn. The idea of working with this yarn damp makes my skin crawl. No, thank you. But, you know, if that works for you, that's great. It is a hack I've seen listed for working with this. For me, I've just learned to feel for where the stitches are rather than to be trying to see them. If you can pinch or apply something cold, confuse the nerve endings that are already confused. Yeah, itching is the worst. Another thing I do is maybe not on every round. But I try to every so often after I've finished doing the increases that I need, and I know I have the right number of stitches for the increases I've done. Like these I don't do in a spiral. I chain up one. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You burned yourself on the 18th of November and it's healing strongly and itching so much you're constantly using cream to prevent you from scratching. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, you don't want to scratch. I have to explain this to my kids because you could break the skin and end up with an infection. You need to just let it heal. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna have to go get another ball of this fluffy yarn. I really hope not. So I don't use the recommended size hook with this. I go a bit smaller, kind of like you do for Amis. Because I'm trying to create a fairly solid fabric. Like, you obviously want sound to be able to get through, but we are playing Yarn Chicken, Donna. We are playing Yarn Chicken. I think we're gonna make it. Nope. I don't think that's enough yarn to go around again. We'll see. Oh. Aloe vera is good for that sort of thing. What's going on, Toya? Your mug came today. All right, let's go. I mean, if this was... Hold on. Let's find out. If this is... Oh, wow. That would be a miracle.
Ooh.
Oh, Becca, thank you. Dang it. Gosh darn it.
Ooh, 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 ayo.
Yeah. Well, the good news is I have another ball of this. It's just, it's like, oh man, why can't I just make it to this next? Might not have any more of this, though. I'll have to double check. I haven't really inventoried my fur yarn in a minute. Also, these are items. Ooh, good news. Stepdad is out of ICU. That is good news. I'm really glad to hear that. Thank you for the 45 bits, Becca. I appreciate that. Oh, before we go, let's get caught up. On these. Type sticker in the chat, following the channel, 18 and over. I need some address info from you. Here in the time of the giveaway to respond in chat. Not sponsored by anyone except myself. The Broadcaster 9.5. Ding dong, everybody coming out of lurk for stickers. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. It's okay to lurk. But you do have to type in chat to enter the giveaway. I don't just throw everybody in there. All right. There we go. I needed one more round. It would have maybe been okay if I had done it without doing another round, but I'm not about to. We don't do that on purpose, of course, you know? Like, there have been times that I have managed to make it stretch, like, when I've had to, because I was like, uh-oh, I cannot get this yarn anymore. Hold your horses. Is it really the end of the world? It's just watering down the prize pool. Steve snack and smack Steve. We bothered to ask Steve how he really feels, you know? Like, have we ever, like, really sat down and had a heart-to-heart with Steve about any of this? Maybe Steve is just doing what he thinks we want him to do. Maybe Steve has imposter syndrome. Huh. Okay, y'all. I'm going to leave this open for a little while longer while I weave in these ends. I will put Steve Snack and Smack Steve in there. Just give me a second. Yeah, yes, please, Miro. Thank you. 2 mic covers. 2 mic covers. Again, I hate that this is the case. Right? I need money for Christmas presents, y'all, and I love you guys. You do great here. That's not, you know, I'm just saying, like, I don't want handouts. I want to work. You guys are amazing. You do so much for me. Like, you know, I cannot turn down. These are easy. They're easy to make. I feel great about these sales. I designed this thing. You know, I have so much fur yarn. It's not even funny. I can't turn down the extra sales right now. Yeah, that's hilarious. There's not even an Etsy command. I will make one. Will you do a remind for me, please, Miro? Thank you. You can buy them from my fourth wall. That is a thing. Reminder, do the thing. Shut up, Mike. I thought she was really nice, but she keeps telling this one guy to shut up. And he's been following her for a really long time. I don't get it. Why is she so mean to him? It's okay. We're friends. We love Mike around here. How's it going with the Canvas Monster stuff, dude? Are you doing any promotions or anything like that for the holidays? You think if we were suddenly super nice to Mike, he'd have a complex? Good night, AG. Sleep well, friend. Hi, Holly. Get in the giveaway, you guys. I'm going to pull these winners real quick here in just a second after I make it all the way around this fur yarn with the acrylic yarn. Okay. Oh, this is going to be done so soon. That's awesome. I can send that out. That's another thing off my list. All right, ready? 10, 9.5, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stressing people out. Stressing everyone out. Calm yourselves. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We have to do 4 of these. So we're going to do that rapid fire 4 winners, and then you're going to pick from the stickers I have. Who are we kidding? You're all going to pick Santa Pog because you love it. You freaking love it. Oh, awesome. Good for you. All right, Puffles. Puffles, you know the deal. 69 seconds.
Get supported, nerd.
Puffles Meteor, what do you want? You already have a Santa Pog. And you have 2 devil chickens and a mirrored logo sticker coming to you. Do you want the other sticker design? Or do you want another Santa Pog? I want people to get this other one that I made. What I want. You can see the backing through it, but that's just because there's a QR code on the back of it, but it says, have a holly jolly Cluckmas. I took time to design that thing. This other one was nothing. All I did was put a border around it that's red and green. Yeah, everybody keeps saying they look like Pogs. I was too old for that. I don't really understand the whole thing with Pogs. Hi, Kit Kat. How are you? All right. Are you ready? 3 more winners. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, no, I left you in, Puffles. If it picks Puffles, we'll draw again. I'm sorry. Ms. Magikarp, I don't think you made it in. But you will have an opportunity to get in after. Oh, Lord. Wasting everybody's time. Totally a waste of everyone's time. And poor Steve and his cholesterol. Get out of here, Steve Snack. Also get out of here, Puffles. Okay. Go. Real winners, please. Not even Steve. I want to take Smack Steve out. Because I need to go. All right, winner number 2 is Kit Kat. Now, Kit Kat, I want you to bear in mind, because you are a Tier 3 subscriber, you're already getting both of the holiday emote stickers. You're a paid recurring Tier 3 subscriber. You're going to get both of these stickers, so if you want an extra of one of these, because you're getting a goodie, you're getting like your goodie bag, your card, all that stuff that Tier 3s get monthly. No. You can have another sticker. So I have those, but then I also have, if you want them, I have other things. I just don't have very many of these. I have that logo one, the shiny logo one. If you want one of those, I'll just throw it in with your stuff. If you really insist upon giving it away to someone else, I won't argue with you. Mostly in the interest of time. Entirely up to you. But let me know in the chat what you think. All right, because if you, yes, of course it can. Noki, tell me what you would like and fill out the form instead of Kit Kat, please and thank you. Of course it can. Let me. I try not to get into this only because then things start to get confusing really fast if people are giving their stuff away to others. So usually I would just probably re-roll, but I'm happy to do it. Well, that would be the Pog one, Noki. That would be the Pog one. Because I figured you guys would want that one. And I probably should have just only ordered those instead of the other one because nobody wants it. Yeah, no, I'll take you out. Kit Kat, you're so sweet. You're so generous. You're so kind. I really, and I appreciate that. And I know that comes out of a place of just wanting to make sure everybody, you know, is included and they all get a chance and all that stuff. I love it. I'm taking Smack Steve out. Ready? Okay. So that's winner number 2. We need 2 more winners. No, they're both Christmas themed. And I'm not truly salty. I hope everybody realizes that. I love you guys. The fact that you... Yeah, Karen, you're a paid recurring tier 3 subscriber. You are going to get these stickers no matter what. If you want extras, you can enter. That's totally fine. Tie-Dye Galaxy Wolf, 69 seconds. You're our third winner. Cool. Fill out the form for me, please. Type !winner. Tie-Dye Galaxy Wolf. And tell me which one you would want. I have this 9-point pog emote abomination. You guys love it. And then I have a Holly Jolly Cluckmas, but you should pick what you want. Don't feel pressured any which way, please. Please do not. Anyways, we take you out and we draw one more winner for today, and then we raid. Ready? Go. Holly Jolly? Okay. Please don't feel like you have to pick that one. I'm just teasing. Oh, do you have whispers disabled? Yeah, you need to fill out the form for me. If you don't fill out the form, and that's okay. But that's the reason why the bot can't message you the form. Mike! Oh, yeah, I have to press the button. Mike! Mike, I have to get ready and leave the house. Where are you? You were just here. All right. Thank you, everybody. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was our last winner. Thank you very much. Right? That was 4. Tie-Dye Galaxy Wolf, Mike, Noki, and Puffles. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you all. Sticker mailing was on my to-do list, and I just have not yet gotten to it, and I hate that. I hate it. One moment, please. Oh my goodness. There's quite a few of us. Here on the Women's Guild that are live. Quite a few. Gosh. How to choose between all of these potentially amazing raid targets. We haven't raided Wade Lady, and this is one of my fellow guildies who has FP this month, and we are coming to a close for our front page month, which has been really awesome, and we've gotten to know a lot of really cool new people, and we've done a lot of reading of various people in the guilds and also other stuff, and we've definitely expanded our circle, but this person, I don't think we've raided Wade Lady. So let's head over there and find out about them, because you know it's kind of it's hard to explain. It's like you're like part of like a class or something for this. It's been really great. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for all the support and the love for the channel. It means a lot to me that you hang out here, period, right? All that. But then also, you know, that those of you who are capable of doing so support what we do and make it so I can continue broadcasting and helping other people. And to that end, yes, our mods are always a huge part of that success story. And I love you all. And you do so much for us. Thank you for just... It's been a great month, honestly. It really has. It's been really interesting. It's been educational. Very...
Boop.
52 freaking months and a tier 3. Tomorrow, we are e-spinning with Elandriel. Tomorrow morning. We are starting our 12 days campaign on Friday. I have the listings all programmed in. One of them is hidden and shall not be revealed until we start our campaign. I'm excited for that. We actually do need to do one giveaway already, but I am going to wait and do giveaways for 12 days only during the campaign. You guys are the bonkers weirdos that have gotten us through one milestone already. At $2,500, we will be giving away a piece by Arid Cam Wife. And we will have giveaways for 12, count them 12, 3D printed dragons from Ian Douglas, 736. And auction items from Art and Jest, Capo Joe, Panda Art Studios, Becca_MTBC. Gosh, I can't even remember everyone's names off the top of my head. There's so many of them. Sasaki Woodworks. Like, a ton of people have either volunteered without me asking or have responded, heck yeah, I'd like to help with that. So thank you so much to everybody who has volunteered that stuff for Starlight. I really appreciate it. You guys are so amazing. I had so much fun yesterday. I'm excited to work on that cross stitch, hopefully, at least part of the time that we're fundraising this year for 12 days. Yes, I know. We mentioned Karen. Kind of. In a very cryptic way. That's the hidden item. Karen is responsible for something. I'm just not telling you what yet. Sasaki's is a knife commission worth $400. Bidding will start at $200. So these are very, very, very beautiful, handmade, like gorgeous pieces. If you are a kitchen enthusiast or if you know one, it is huge for Sasaki to offer this. Thank you guys for everything. We're gonna raid Wade Lady. I love you, Fairy. Thank you so much for the resub, friend. Please, you guys, make sure you're following Fairy, who's doing MDA for fundraising. Are you doing Giving Tuesday stuff tomorrow at all? Are you still doing MDA right now? We support our fellow charity fundraisers, and Fairy chooses to devote her time to a smaller charity. Splits her time between several charities, but MDA is one that directly affects members of her community of the Ohana. So please, if you can, hang out in Fairy streams and support and donate, or at the very least, you can share the campaign if you can't make a financial contribution. That's so helpful. Wade Lady's where we're going. Not sure if this is mature audiences. It doesn't give me that warning when we go in there. It says cozy, ginger, disability, PTSD, redhead, English, plants, cozy, drops enabled, playing Palia, Wade, she, her, brain trauma survivor, adventure, and simulation games are my cup of tea. I'm excited to make a new friend. Come with me on the raid, please. Stick around for the raid. I appreciate all of you coming with us on raids to show love to new friends. We have a nice number. Nobody leave! I appreciate everything you do for me. I may or may not be live tonight if I get my ducks in a row and kids are in bed. I really have a lot of stuff I need to make and get caught up on. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow morning. I love you. And bye. Thank you, everybody, for being here. You're all amazing. Bye-bye.